I'm gonna tell you the story about the time that I went down to that construction site down in Tampa. Now this is about 6 years ago, and I was in bed one morning, and the phone started ringing. And I said, Teresa, answer that damn phone. I'm trying to sleep in here. And she rolled over and said, Randy, why don't you answer the damn phone, you drunk piece of shit? I got up, and I went over and I answered that phone, and I said, hello? And this man said, is this Ruthless Randy? And I said, yeah, this is Ruthless Randy. And in case you're wondering, they call me Ruthless Randy because I don't take shit from no one. I'll punch you right in the goddamn mouth if you ever talk back to me. And I said, yeah, this is Randy. He said, Randy, my name's Marco, and I got this job for you down here in Tampa. And I thought to myself, good Lord, I'm finally going to find me some work. The good Lord has put a blessing on me this fine day. And I said, well, thank you, Mr. Marco. I'll be down there. And he gave me his address and told me where to go. I hung up that phone. I said, Teresa, I got some work down in Tampa. I'm going to be gone for about a month down there on this construction site working. And she looked at me and said, Randy, you got this income now. You better not fuck it up, spend it all on beer and goddamn PCP. And I looked at her and I said, you shut your fucking mouth, bitch. And I popped her right in the goddamn jaw. And I thought, I ought to call Pastor Travis, let him know about this. The Lord's blessed me this wonderful day. And I called him up and I said, Pastor Travis, I know times have been rough, but the Lord has smiled upon me. He gave me this job down in Tampa. But Pastor Travis, I ain't got no car. I ain't even got no damn money. He said, well, Randy, I'll take you down to Tampa. It'll be a nice time. I said, well, thank you, Pastor Travis. Pastor Travis shows up about 2 hours later. I got all my things packed, and I got in his van, went on down to Tampa. Now, we show up at this construction site, and I'm looking around, and all I see are these Mexicans. And I'm thinking, well, what is this? Why are all these Mexicans here? And I'm walking around, and Marco comes up to me and he says, Randy, this is what you're going to do. You're going to be up there on that there scaffolding up there, and you're going to be putting on these little pieces of wood, and you're going to be nailed in there. And I'm up there, and I'm holding this wood. And it's being nailed in, you know, this piece, and this piece, and this piece, and this piece, and you go one by one. And then the man that's sitting there doing all the stapling, he falls off. But then things get real weird like. He falls, but then he just keeps falling in place. He's falling, he's doing like this, but he's not actually falling. He's just hovering in the air, swinging his arms. And I'm thinking, what in the fuck's going on here? And all this wood that done been stapled starts coming unstapled. The staples are slowly coming back out, the wood's floating off, and I'm thinking, I'm losing my goddamn mind. And I get down from that scaffold and I take off running through these woods. And I'm thinking, oh Lord, what the fuck's going on? And then I see this damn wolf, right? I come up to that wolf and he looks at me and he says, fuck you, Randy. And I look at that wolf and I said, no, Mr. Wolf, fuck you. And I punched that wolf right in his jaw. And then I whipped out my pecker and I pissed on his shoes. And I'm running, and I hit this fucking tree and I hit the goddamn ground. I wake up, I don't know how much later it was, and I'm in this jail cell. And I'm thinking, oh Lord, how the fuck did I get here? And then, this man comes up to me and he says, Randy, we found you out in them woods. You was just laying there. You kept saying to yourself, oh God, help me. And we brought you here so you could sober up for the night because you was on something. About that time I done realized I've been all hopped up on PCP. And I'm looking around and that man, his face starts doing like this and getting all weird. And then I'm looking around again and I realize I ain't in no goddamn jail cell. I'm in a cardboard box pushed up against the side of my trailer. And I'm kicking and I'm screaming, I'm yelling, Teresa, you get me the fuck out of this box. She comes up there and says, Randy, you dumb drunk piece of shit. What have you done? You done that goddamn PCP again. And I said, Teresa, you shut your fucking mouth. And you go in there and you get me a goddamn PBR and you turn on the goddamn NASCAR race. And she looked at me and said, Randy, you're a real drunk piece of shit, but I love you. And I looked at her and I said, Teresa, I love you too. And that was the time that I had that job down in Tampa.